Those discussions did happen, Oli. Yesterday they happened at the UK-South Africa Business Forum. We understand that the President also meeting with King Charles III, discussing some investment, and during his meeting with the Prime Minister, an elaborate discussion on expanding business and trade, but also looking at whether that is possible. But there's been no definitive decision taken just yet. A few interesting comments from the President, some insight coming out of yesterday's meeting at the UK-South Africa Business Forum. Firstly, the President saying there are about 250,000 South Africans that are living in the UK. He believes it's more than that, but that's just an estimated figure, and saying that that demonstrates the strong bond between the two countries. But the real area of investment here is going to be in renewable energy, in mining, in the skills transfer, and then we know about that 100 billion rand infrastructure projects that essentially will be open to UK companies to bid for. So this goes twofold. Firstly, there are private United Kingdom companies that have invested in South Africa. They include Hive Hydrogen, which is setting up that 100 billion rand green ammonia plant in Port Elizabeth, in Becha, I beg your pardon. But that's not the only investment coming from the United Kingdom. There's also significant collaboration between some of the medical research institutes and the community healthcare workers in Gauteng, where as many as 100 community healthcare workers are being trained to become specialist midwives by British companies. These are some of the companies that were presenting on the sidelines of that forum. The interesting part from the UK perspective is that the South African government has indicated that they will facilitate the opening of bidding for 100 billion rand of South African money that's going towards infrastructure spend that they believe UK companies could bid for, win those contracts, and end up working in South Africa. There was always going to be a need for a trade-off here, and now we have much clearer detail on what that trade-off is.